Всем, короче, привет, я третий раз пытаюсь запустить стрим по этой игре. Ё-моё, как... Сейчас заставка эта громкая достала. Бесит. Сейчас я, короче, это... сниму кофту, это жарко вообще, пипец. Давай синхронизируемся. Сейчас пока у вас... Пока у вас сейчас идет заставка, я кофту сниму. Это жарко.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William request Request uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Так. Сейчас, секунду, поедем. Так. Секунду, сейчас поедем. Так. Настройки. Соединение. Так. Так, вот, все.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
Привела, где было совершено преступление.
Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurried up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
Так.
Look at this junk. It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your
Пропустить
lecture.
нельзя.
Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Так,
Cole, come take a look at this.
я иду.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
А, сигарета.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Он сам забирается.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Смотреть оружейный магазин.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Slow down!
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You can drive.
Со второго раза сел. Не хочу ездить. Ну, пока в этом, короче, задании не хочу ездить.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Модель 27.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Любезный. Даже подозрительно как-то.
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Данил Ченел, привет.
Привет, Данил. Привет. Как дела? Скажи мне это как по звуку. Может убавить игру или наоборот прибавить игру? Скажи, а то я новая игра на записи и надо звук настроить. Так. Да, мы сейчас поедем туда и повернем направо. А мы не повернем направо, потому что надо на мост.
Данил Ченел, нормально.
Нормально, ну окей, хорошо, спасибо. Блин.
Данил Чиныл, звук норм.
Окей, спасибо. Спасибо, Данил, спасибо. Блин, как я не привык в 30 FPS играть. Ты бы знал. Но ничего не поделаешь. Игра
Данил
такая.
Чиныл, и тебя хорошо слышно, и игру хорошо слышно.
Ну все хорошо. Спасибо, чувак, спасибо. Я, блин, вот расскажу тебе. Я хотел эту игру постримить 2 часа назад. И эти 2 часа пытался ее разлочить на 60 FPS. У меня не вышло. 2 часа я просрал. Пустую. Но ничего страшного. Я смотрю на стриме такое ощущение.
Данил Чиныл, а что за игра?
Это Noire детектив. Детектив. Игра от создателей GTA и Red Dead Redemption. Очень прикольная игрушка. Советую. Так, мы приехали в... Так. Мы приехали на квартиру к подозреваемому. Ну, это обучение, кстати. Это обучение. Нас обучают еще. И сама игра начнется чуть позже. Пока что обучение. Нам сейчас надо допросить этого шредера. Так, во второй квартире, если я не ошибаюсь. Да иди, Фелпс. Он залип. Я не могу идти. А не все. Шифтом он пошел. Странно. Вот в квартире номер 2 живет нужный подозреваемый.
What do you guys want? I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Дека.
You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Так, я вспомнил управление. Захват.
Prancing around and hitting. You stupid.
Во. Странно. Минус подозреваемый. О, спасибо за донат. Спасибо, Дрита.
Что с голосом?
А я болею, чувак. Ну, болею, чувак. Спасибо за донат. Так, надо теперь квартирку обыскать. Болею, я еще раз повторю, наверное, ты не слышал. Это болею, поэтому и голос такой своеобразный. Так. Вот этот звук означает, что что-то можем поднять. А яблоко?
Take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Яблоко.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Расследование это тебе не поможет. Так. Ну, на самом деле я тут просто шарюсь, чтобы ничего не пропустить. Самое интересное будет не на кухне, а в комнате вот в этой. Окурки. На самом деле окурки.
У нас новый подписчик. Добро пожаловать. Но ведите приличие.
Спасибо за подписку. Вот странно, у меня с подписками какая-то лабуда. У меня двойной звук. Пытался, блин, перенастроить. Ни хрена не получается. Ну ладно. Бог с ним. Записная книжка. Тут уже интересно. Имена. Сейчас это пройдет. Перевернем. Жалко, что вот эти пропустить нельзя надписи. Минус в Rockstar. О, новая улика. Список имен и серии цифр.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 12.
А нам только этот, что, наверное, только этот, эту фигню надо было найти. Я думал полностью обыскать эту дом. Спасибо за донат, что? Спасибо.
Всегда пожалуйста.
Смотрим картинку.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Потом будут потихоньку раскрываться эти персонажи. Дело, новое дело, вооруженный и очень опасен.
You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Так. Едем на этот, на вызов.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Сейчас я кое-что на стриме сделаю, а то вам, наверное, не очень удобно. Сейчас по-бырому. Дело 5 минут. Так. Так. Чат вот. Во. Думаю, так будет лучше. Так. Это чат закрывает половину вебки. Как говорится, это нехорошо. Так. Продолжим. У нас перестрелка. Конечно, в 30 FPS стрелять не очень гуд, но я постараюсь.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your
Я по привычке зажимаю кнопку прицела, а тут я настроил на то, чтобы нажать и отпустить. Ты мне шляпу снял.
Данил Ченел, а ты в Мафию 3 играл?
Да, играл, но я тебе скажу так, она ужасна. Но мне не понравилось, потому что там очень много допок, из-за которых не пройти игру. Мне такое не нравится. Мне нравится система, при которой ты выбираешь сам, проходить ли тебе допки или забить на допки и проходить сюжетку. Вот. Вот мне такая система по душе.
Данил Ченел, а мне понравилось.
Comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future.
Но я мафию прошел от начала до конца. Я осилил эту игру и прошел ее. Правда, у меня микрофон тогда был хреновый, но я ее прошел.
Даниил Чинрл, ну копов очень много.
О бессрочном розыске.
Some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole. Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourself.
Тогда я погоню. Блять.
Bowers! Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell.
Управление хорошее. Управление топ. Просто.
Give it up, Wendell!
Я, считай, одной кнопкой вперед выполняю. Ах ты засранец. Я тебе сейчас эту ногу засуну в твою пятую точку.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Так.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Ах, хорошо полетел.
Come on then, pretty boy.
Give it up, Wendell!
Uniform makes you feel tough, does it?
Нафиг. Вырубил.
What you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
А его Келсо зуб Да. Господи, как его.
For every cop, there's the case that makes
Забыл.
gives you that leg up, gets you recognized as the shining new
На
star.
Фелпса, во. На Фелпса.
The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Блин, сколько было выстрелов? Напишите мне в чат, пожалуйста, если считали.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Просто сейчас будет очень важно. Блин, сколько было выстрелов.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Посмотрим. Квитанция на товар.
Данил Чинру. Где-то 6 выстрелов.
6? Точно? Ну, окей, ладно, спасибо большое. Просто я проходил ее уже. И кое-где ошибся очень серьезно. Хочу сейчас исправить. Спасибо. Просто я тоже не люблю считать. Даже когда... Точнее, забыл посчитать. Не то, что не люблю считать, а забыл посчитать выстрелы. Хотя это было очень важно. Так, тут ничего нет. Ну, по-моему... Ну-ка, а голову мы смотрели? Голову. Да, по-моему, мы крутили ее. Да, все, по-моему. Так, а тут я, насколько помню, пистолет. Не.
FN Browning. Serial number 0.
Браунинг. FN.
I need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Мы знаем теперь место, где был куплен пистолет. Ну, точнее, предположительное место.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Я пока с ней не буду позорить. Да ё-моё. Да как? Я не хочу с ним пока базарить.
Wait! That isn't everything! You haven't got it all.
Да не ори. Я же потом к тебе подойду. И ж разоралась. Мне нужно улики найти, чтоб тебя такую...
Doesn't look like anything.
Такую эту уличить во вранье. Я сейчас буду очень внимательно стараться играть. Так это важно?
I don't think so.
Нет. Положь на место. Так.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell. Rehab is for quitters.
О. Во.
Shell casings.
Да, гильзы калибра 32. Сколько гильз? Погоди. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. 5 гильз. 5. 5 выстрелов. Окей. 5 гильз. Теперь можно с ней болтать.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Если вам кажется, что свидетель лжет, и вы можете это доказать, выберите ложь. Блин, я не слушал, что он сказал, про что еще было. В обеденный перерыв я люблю ходить по магазинам. Так. Я хз. Чё?
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Выберите блокноте доказательства. Квитанцию на товар.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Так.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Выберитесь. Один.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
5.
Which jewelry store?
И сейчас будет сомнение.
Broadway between 5th
И
and 6th.
типа, чтоб
Did you see the
научить.
person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Сомнение. Давай.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Так. Блин, ой, я что-то думал, что на выстрелах завязано. А там было сомнение. Странно. Сделали бы ложь и предъявили бы там эти гильзы. Типа было столько-то выстрелов. Это было бы логично. А так сомнения, ну блин, нелогично. Ложь в другом месте, где я бы нажал сомнение. Потому что я в этих квитках не разбираюсь. Ну ладно, пофиг. Оружейный магазин Иглсона. Поехали. Куда ты прешь? Обожаю я Нойр. Обожаю. Обожаю я эту игру. Ну как неудобно здесь разворачиваться. Еле развернулся. Так. Так, а вот оружейный магазин. А нам сюда.
You don't care who gets in your way, do you?
Чуть-чуть кацаны не было. Окей.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield, jewelry store, just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Опять Калу. Опять этот Калу. Сейчас пойдем на работу к нему. Как заявимся? Ювелирный магазин Хартфилдс. 2 часа 26 минут.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Да.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Не уйдешь, засранец.
Hello! Get back here!
А он тут там.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
Next time.
Одна, блин, надо ждать, пока заполнится эта шкала, и тогда он, это, ну, установится. Стоять! Стоять! Не двигаться, вы арестованы.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Сейчас будет очень сложный допрос.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
Надо
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in
подумать.
cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Давайте улики изучим. Перестрелка. Чек на серьги бытым банком. Номер галеты. Браунинг.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
Так.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
А давайте используем интуицию. Ложь.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Не квитанция на этого.
We know all about the
Да,
argument.
правильно.
Scaletta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Правильно. Аллилуйя.
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Это все ты понимаешь. У нас, по-моему, нету прямых. Да, правильно.
Wing-leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Да.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Я бы сказал, что это было изи, но это неправда. Полиция Лос-Анджелеса. Годен. Я годен к полиции Лос-Анджелеса. Водительское сиденье.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Intense. The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet,
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Так осмотреть станцию. Какую-то там что-то произошло.
You're wasting time. Get out of here.
Так, выход.
6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes. What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Выход тут. Наша точка.
Sure. Near the old gas works and Signal Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
95 транспортных ТС. Транспортных средств в игре. 95. Вот я обожаю такие миссии.
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. You're behind the wheel.
Я обожаю такие миссии. Мини-миссии вы сейчас увидите. Они классные. Так мы приехали.
Another 459. I hear that number. Wait.
Грабитель маски.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Тут выбор есть. Можно убить этого преступника. Можно это не убивать. Типа можно много выстрелить. И это... А не успел. Не попал. Блин.
Let's negotiate. Put the weapon down now. You fucking ass.
Ну блин, минус. Минус подозреваемый. Я хотел ранить его. Этим ты прокачиваешь себе уровень. Одно уличное расследование раскрыто. Ранг. Долго. А, тут недалеко, кстати, у нас это, ну, задание было. Клево. Товарная станция. Пасик электрик.
Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Так.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
хотел? Что я хотел?
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work, sir.
How's the world looking?
Doc, Detective Phelps, what have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Машина, уделанная в крови. Так. Монтировка.
This isn't what we're looking for. Probably nothing.
А, он говорит ерунда, ну окей. Бойня, получатель. Одна свинья, 3.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig.
Морган приобрел свинью. Так.
Years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Happier times, I guess.
Так. Очки.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Так. Монтировка.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Someone gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Дid
Did you see anybody else?
Правду говорит.
Somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Да, откуда ему знать?
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Взял. Так, а у нас есть что ему предъявить? Нет.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Ну, это не вред.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Так, сейчас, секунду. Перерывчик небольшой. Так, все. Я пришел.
Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is? Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station. So, what do we tell the wife? Play it by the book. No stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out. Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
Меня подрезали.
Мэйврик, брат, привет.
О, привет. Привет, привет. Рад тебя видеть. Я купил себе эту подставку для телефона. Теперь хоть не падает телефон. Удобно. Так, я не буду отвечать на какой код 3. Поеду на точку прям. По звуку все хорошо.
Got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track. What a pointless waste of life.
Мэйврик, брат, норм.
You'll get plenty of blood guts and mindless stupidity working traffic folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
Ни хрена я водила. И ведь не врезался же. Круто.
Мэйврик, брат, игрулька тоже прикольная.
Да,
старенькая, правда уже.
Да, старенькая. И лог на 30 FPS. Вот лог на 30 FPS меня бесит. А убрать я его не знаю как. Не знаю, вам-то, наверное, плавно все идет. А мне с прологом небольшим. Дом Блэка. 11 часов 42 минуты.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Сейчас пойдем на задний двор. Прогуляемся. Так. Видимо, я перепутал с другим делом. Давайте зайдем через задницу. Но вообще откроет. Не открывают. Значит, надо через...
Мэйврик, брат, я ее проходил, когда она еще вышла. Ее на компах тогда еще не было. Я на Xbox 360 проходил.
О, круто. А там ты что, не слышала? Заднюю дверь. Я тоже стучал.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Сейчас пройдем. Давайте сейчас дом сразу обыщем.
Then we'll talk.
О, газетка. Газетка. Это хорошо.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your
Мэйврик, бра. Ладно, приятного стрима.
Спасибо, бро, спасибо. Спокойной ночи. Ты уже, наверное, спать ложишься.
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Наркотиками не качал, наверное. Так, положим предмет.
Мэйврик, бра. Только тоже закончил стрим. Сегодня еще новинку стримил. Зомби против растений 3.
В смысле? Стратежку или
Мэйврик,
стрелялку?
бра. У меня 20 минут 8 утра рожица со слезами от радости.
А у меня 20 минут 6. Ты имеешь в виду какую игру? Зомби против растений? Или стрелялку, или эту, как его? Стратегию. Какую из них? Модельки самолета.
Мэйврик, бра. Нет. Стрелялку.
Так она же уже давно вышла. Gardens of Warfare. Типа Gardens vs. Zombies. Что-то там Warfare. Эту. И два еще. Просто если это не новинка, она вышла уже, не знаю, позапрошлом году. Если мне память.
Стратегии нет третьей части. Только стрелялка. Зайди, глянь потом.
Окей, бро, окей. Просто по-моему, она вышла давным-давно уже.
Мэйврик, бра. Нет, она 18 октября вышла.
А значит другая, ну окей, буду знать. Странно, а чё за стрелялка, интересно стало. Ну я потом гляну. Даже интересно стало. Слушай. Инстахит.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Да, блин.
Мэйврик Бра. Называется «Зомби против растений. Битва за Нейборвиль».
Не, ну, прикольно, прикольно, прикольно. Да, другая, я не знал, что... Тоже от яшников, что ли? Ну, я имею в виду издатели и яшники. И...
Optimistic, Cole.
Сигареты.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Спички клево нарисовали.
Мэйврик Бра. Зайди глянь потом. Конечно, от ЕА. Право у них на игру. Ладно, я спать. А то у меня с Абдей еще завтра.
Но... Давай, спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи, грану.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
У нас есть адрес. Так, погоди, а тут не были? Странно.
Used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Adrian's.
Stencil.
Stencil. So the glasses are a match. Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Скрытые послания.
This thing gets more and more
Любовница. Так, где мы были? Да не туда я хочу. Я же это смотрю. А я не переворачивал. А, там на улице. Где выход? А, во. А я искал эту фигню. Собрать. Так. Так.
That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's here is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home. Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Do you think you could answer some questions now, Mrs. Black?
Of course. However I can help.
Только не ври.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Ты врешь. Сидела дома она. Сидела дома одна. Так. Так, сейчас, секунду. Я не хочу облажаться. Поэтому... буду пользоваться подсказкой. Вот. Так. Так, я нашел. Так. Так, алиби это правда. Да, Маргарет Блэк.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Квитанция
I found
бойни.
a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Так. Что там было? Короче, все правда, кроме фото.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Hmm.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Получен ранг. Очередной. Поехали в бар.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her and she... Look out! He's too scared to divorce her and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed
Да блин, во всё врезался.
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Officer needs help, 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street, officer needs help, 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Can you drive to this one?
Давайте на еще одно задание съездим.
333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street, officer needs help, 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call.
You're gonna kill someone!
Ограбление ломбарда.
3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go on through the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. I'll see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go. Cut back.
Давай.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Stay down. I've got you, Phelps. Stay in cover.
Quick, up the stairs. Get after him.
Так, наверх. Блин, плохо видно лестницу.
Put the weapon down now.
Good job.
Car 11K. I've been involved in a shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Loan and Jewelry. It's code 4 now, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance here. I notify my supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Your supervisor will be notified. Units 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Jewelry and Loan.
He's a waste of the police force. Good-looking boy like that should go into politics.
Поехали. Поехали. Да блин, машина резко поворачивает. Вообще машину не чувствую.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Boy, let's take it some.
Look for someone.
Skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black. Yeah, I know him. Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Так, сейчас я найду, где Эдрина Блэка допрашивают. А это Фрэнк Морган.
Thanks.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Да лжешь ты, сволочь. Так. Квитанция с катабони. Так. Что там?
You're lying, Morgan. You were there. And you're talking out your ass, Detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We could call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Hey, running.
I think Gregory texted me.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
Поехали к нему, даем ему, поехали.
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Huh. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, folks.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
You know the way. You can drive.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
11K responding. Go ahead.
11K citizen reports of 211 in progress at 437 8th Street at the Bristol Hotel. Suspects are linked with previous 211s. 11 King, code 3.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Блин.
What are we waiting for?
Так, блин. Провалено. Я не вписался в поворот просто. Самый первый.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
What are we waiting for?
Я не туда поехал. Там была точка, а я не увидел. Ладно, дубль 3.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Hey, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Я их вижу.
Stop here!
Throw out the guns.
Минус.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
Units, be advised, code 4 at the Bristow Hotel on 8th Street. Code 4.
Пятнадцать опыта. И по прямой.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Морган, твоя квартира.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Ах, тварь. Я так и знал.
Running, Adrian.
Погоня.
Black, get back here right now. Stop right there, Adrian. It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you can go a long way in this department.
Четырнадцатый ролик собрано 12 из 12 вопросов. О, правильно задано. Это очень хорошо. Что ж, ребят, давайте закончим на этом серию. Давайте закончим на этом серию. Да, давайте закончим на этом серию. Мы сейчас заплатили дорожных происшествий. Ну-ка. сиденье водителя было только что. Да, водительское сиденье выполнено. Я не пойму, как тут работают. Ну ладно, потом разберемся. В любом случае, встретимся уже очень скоро. Всем спасибо за просмотр, за донат, спасибо огромное, мне очень приятно. Так, очень приятно. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал. Ставьте лайки. Всем удачи. И всем пока.